today we're going to be reviewing the Holy Night by Lord Field. Now, Lord Field is one of the 4 companies of California Bowling, one of the brands that I am now an area staffer to, and it is one of their symmetric hybrid pieces. Now, symmetric hybrid I've dealt with before from other companies, i.e. the Forge Fire, I believe, from Motive. And when I threw that ball, it was one of my favorite balls of all time. So I'm hoping that this will kind of hopefully fill that void now that I don't have one in my bag. So we're going to see how this does on the lane. And it's going to be a little bit different review. We'll go through a couple different shots, but I'll tell you where I'm trying to play out on the lane, and we'll see where that goes. So far, I've thrown it 1 time in practice. So we're going to see. And the line I had with it was my feeder at 23, and I'm putting it over 15, and had it go to about like 7 or 8. So let's see how that works. So, as you can see, that's a pretty good line for that ball, but we're not just going to sit there the whole review. We're going to move around the lane and see how the ball actually goes through the pins going from different parts of the lane. So, right there is probably where I'm going to be the most comfortable throwing the ball at first, just because that's a similar line to what I used to throw with that Forge Fire. So I'm going to throw a couple more shots in that area, maybe move my feet 1 back to the right, and try to keep the angle a little bit more contained, and we'll see how it drives through. We're going to try one more. So I'm at 22 instead of 23. So yeah, it's going to give me a good reaction from that part of the lane. So I think it's about time we start moving to different parts of it. So I'm going to move closer to the middle. I'm going to try to play more of an inside mark with the ball, use a lot of the oil that's in the middle of the pattern here. So let's see. I'm going to change and go to put my feet at the second dot from the left, so probably around 25, 26. And I'm going to put my ball around 19, 20, middle part of the lane. Try not to get it anywhere at the break point past maybe 12, 13. I'm going to see if it'll stay in that part of the lane or if it'll overreact. Let's try this one out. So like I said, probably around 25, 26 with my feet. Over about 19, 20. Try to keep her inside. Wow, no. I got away with that sucker. I don't want that, thank you. Came back and there was a sour candy on my drink. But yeah, that was about off my hand. Fell right off as I was coming through. But it really dug on the outside and actually came back. Now, it didn't go through the pins like it should have because it was a bad ball. But we're going to try that mark again because obviously I threw it bad, so I'm not going to use that as reference. Yeah, let's try one more from the middle of the lane out to like 10-ish. See if I can't get around it a little bit more and maybe get it to go through the pins a little bit better. Not quite where I want it to put, but if I do slow it down to a point that is uncomfortable with me, it does come through the pins pretty well. But that is not quite what I wanted to do. It is what it is. We're going to move on from it. So now is we're part of the video. Yeah, not my bread and butter. We're going to be in front of the ball return. So we're going to play in front of the ball return now, and I'm going to try to project it out to middle of the lane. I'll try to figure out a mark to throw it as soon as I get one down the lane, so we'll figure it out. I actually have a proper release on the ball. It's actually pretty loud. Could have been a little bit stronger. Could have been a little bit more continuous, but nothing too bad. Try a couple more shots from there, and
thank you so much,
then we'll try the extreme other end of the lane and see what the limits exactly of this ball are.
That was Mary Margaret
For the ball return
of Oklahoma City, and that was for the 100th every Thanksgiving into the holiday season, because that's the time for charitable. So she was the highest bidder.
Yeah, mess room with that, but not as much as some of the other equipment I have thrown from California bowling. So I am throwing at about 16 when I'm in front of the ball return and when I'm trying to slow hook the lane. So it's not like I'm taking a lot out of the ball, because my normal speed's around 17, 16, 9 in that area. So you do have a little wiggle room here, but I'm gonna go ahead and try this one more time for the heck of it. Put my normal speed on the ball. Didn't get a whole lot around it, not a lot, a hand on that one, and it really just didn't read. So that was more me than the ball, but not a lot of equipment's going to come back from that spot when you throw it that bad. We're going to go ahead and move all the way to the right, and we're going to try to play up the boards with it. So I'll try to step out of the way of the camera if I can when I let go of the ball. But I'm going to do everything I can to keep this up the lane. So I'll take hand out of it, throw it where I have to, and we'll see how versatile it is. Not terrible, not the bread and butter of that ball, or me, for instance, but it did not overreact. It didn't hit the dry and immediately go left. Some of that's my hand, some of it's not. I'll take that. I'm going to try that one more time. Let's try up the boards one last. Maybe get another shot in. Move my left a little bit. Serious exit. Up the lane. Definitely gets off the friction a little bit, but not quite enough to justify me playing that part of the lane. We'll get one more shot on that side because I feel like I can get this to strike. I feel like I can put just enough on it, just a little bit less speed, maybe get this ball to strike. when it struck, but not what I wanted to do. Basically threw that like I would throw my plastic ball. We'll try that one more time. Give that another go. That was a rocket to the pocket right there. That's a little better. That's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll try this again with a couple other balls that I have, but this might be the last video for probably about a week. Going on vacation here soon, and trying to get my things in order, get my life in check. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.